What's good, everybody, man? I'm back with another video. Now, this is going to be a response to my last video that I just did, man. And a lot of people was commenting on that video. They don't understand how weight cuts work in boxing, okay? So, this is what I'm saying. You have to do your due diligence, man, to understand how weight cuts actually work in boxing. Now, I need a boxer to kind of, give perspective to people. So, I found a video from back in the, from 5 years ago, man. You know what I'm saying? Of a boxer that was on Boxing Ego channel by the name of Troy King. If you know him, you know. He know the sport of boxing. He know how weight cuts work. He know how the sport really work. So I'm going to just drop the clip and I'm going to just show y'all, bro, how weight cuts really work. That's why I'm saying I'm not giving dude the credit that y'all giving him, because I know how actually weight cuts work, bro. Now, I do think that it also applies during the Spence fight, but you got to see how it shows up in the fights. You can't just automatically assume that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna just drop the clips right now. Let's get it.
145 because I was partying and doing this, and you're not the same fighter when you cut so much weight. You losing 40 pounds unhealthy weight cut. That's way done. You 190 and you only 5'7", and you coming back down to 145. You might look ripped up and feel fast in the gym, but as soon as you get hit with a shot, you're not gonna be the same, because you lost muscle mass, which is called atrophy. So, for example, I tore my Achilles tendon. So you just look at this calf is big and this calf is slightly smaller. I tore my Achilles tendon, for all you boxers out there, that's, this thing right here like Kobe. Don't get that shit twisted, though. I can still knock your fucking head. Important, and then the casual fan don't know, a lot of the fighters you see, it's not that they can't fight. For the most part, I've learned that it's the weight cut to why they don't look the same as they did. You know what I mean? How they looked before. Like you see this motherfucker out here, he boxing, he getting hit with hard shots, and then one fight he get hit with one shot, and he drunk and he can't. It's because of the weight cut. I guarantee it. I know people who be like, man, I just didn't have nothing. I felt so weak I couldn't perform, and I got hit and I couldn't take it. That don't mean they didn't have a chin. Some fighters just don't have chins, but I think it's mostly part of the weight cut. Because Lamont Peterson looks different. Explosiveness as he usually has because of the weight cut. That one, even 143, people don't understand, oh, it's just 1 pound. I used to say the same shit. 1 pound means if you don't have nothing left, that pound has to come from somewhere. And once again, it's gonna come from the muscle mass. And if you don't have the muscle mass and you're trying to cut the weight, when you get hit with a shot and clip, you done. You know what I'm saying? That's why he couldn't get off like he normally get off.
Now, like I was saying, it's the same thing, bro. He even said it. Now, that was 5 years ago. I'm going to leave a link to the video in the comments or the description. So you can see that was 5 years ago. And the way he described the dude, he said a guy get hit with one punch and just be drunk. Was that not Kell Brook? Now, make it make sense, right? Look, listen. Now, clearly we saw Kell Brook get hit with that one punch, like dude said, and was just stumbling back drunk, right? He wasn't even really knocked out. He just couldn't really just take the punch, like a real hard punch. Like that was like the first hard punch Crawford really threw the whole fight. And he just he was so affected by it, right? So here's my thing, right? The man, Kell Brook, said that Spence hits harder than Crawford. But he got knocked out that quickly and that easily? No, it was the weight cut, dude. Come on now, it was the weight cut. Clearly it was. Now here's another thing, right? Now before this fight had got made, right? Before this fight had got made, Terence Crawford and Kell Brook, they had saw each other in public, and he walked up to the dude. He walked up to Kell Brook and said, "You gonna make the weight?" Come on, bro. If you telling somebody you gonna make the weight, that's already a sign you shouldn't even be fighting that nigga. Come on, bro. If you question if the dude gonna make the weight, that's clearly showing that's not a comfortable weight class for this nigga. Now, like I said before, and like Troy King said in the video, you're professional, so you can, make the weight. He know what to do. He even said it before he fought Spence. And I'm not denying that the weight was a struggle for him against Spence. Yes, it was. But I'm saying the reason why he didn't look as good is because he was so far removed from 147. There was a whole 3-year gap in there. That time is never on your side as a boxer. The older you get, the more you playing against Father Time. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to wait too long, you know? So this is what I'm saying, right? When it comes to Spence versus Brook, Kell Brook had just had a fight at welterweight the same year that he fought at middleweight. And he's not a middleweight. You know what I'm saying? He's not a middleweight. So y'all make it seem like Kell Brook is a middleweight who came down to 147. No. He's a 147 pounder that moved up to 160, you know, and he campaigned at 154 after that. He wasn't a 160 pounder and stuff like that. That's too much weight to just jump up. Nobody jumps up 2 weight classes. You know, that's just ridiculous. And just graduates to 2 weight classes. 2 weight classes up. You gradually work your way up the weight classes, nigga. So no. Kell Brook, like he said, he walk around at like 170, 180. So that weight cut for 160 was just easier. Now, all he did against Spence was just go back down to his original weight anyway. So that's why I don't look at it as like something crazy to me. Because all he did was go down to his original weight. The dude always fights, you know, coming down from that big ass weight. So no. So that's why I don't think it's the same thing. Now, actually leaving the weight class and for a number of years, that's completely different from just taking one fight at 160. But people don't understand that, though. That's what I'm trying to explain to people. Like, it's not the same thing, bro. So that's what I'm trying to say. So that's not the same thing. You can't equate those two things. They're not equal. You know, that's two completely different things that we're talking about right now. You know what I'm saying? You got to know how weight classes actually work. The pound difference. You know what I'm saying? What it actually takes. You know what I'm saying? To make these weights. So, yeah. That's all I got for right now, man. I'm out, bro. Honestly, and I want to just add one more thing in there. It's like, you know, I don't even think Kell Brook was even that impressed with Terence Crawford's power. You know what I'm saying? Because after the fight, those two guys talked. And he told Terence Crawford that he has power. Like, yeah, we know Terence Crawford has power. Everybody know that. But he wasn't necessarily impressed with the power. He was impressed with the timing. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think, why would he be impressed with Terence Crawford's power? He said that Spence hit harder. And he also was in the ring with GGG. Now, you got to think, GGG was one of the best boxers in the world when he fought him. 2016, GGG is probably #1 pound for pound. You know, hardest puncher in the world. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think, he's in the ring with these big-ass punchers. I don't think, and you crazy if you think that Terence Crawford has more power than GGG. Don't do that. Please do not say that to me, okay? So it must have been a reason why this nigga got stopped so fast. Like, come on. Isn't it weird how Kell Brook outlasted Amir Khan? Come on, bruh. And another thing is this, and not hating on Bud, but just to shut his fans up. If Bud Crawford really hit that fucking hard, don't you think he would have knocked Amir Khan out in that first round when he knocked him down? So stop that shit, nigga. All right? Chill out. He don't hit as hard as y'all niggas think y'all make it out to be. Like, get the hell out of here, man. But I'm officially done. See y'all niggas in the next video, bro. I'm out.